We'll kick off with James Ollie. Oh, I think you're on mute there, James.
Sorry, hi Mikel. The club announced a £47 million loss on Friday. How difficult is that going to make your summer transfer business?
Well, we don't know yet because we have so many things to do. We have people on loan, people finishing contract. There is a lot going on in the last two transfer windows. The amount of things that have to be done, it was probably unprecedented, and it will be again in the summer. So we are trying to put a plan together to see, with the resources that we have, how much we want to improve, how we're going to do it, and at what cost. And that has so many factors attached to it. It's not just about one thing or about just an amount. It's just about a project that time-wise, how to build it is going to take some effort from everybody. And we know that, and the challenging moments that we are facing at the moment is making it even harder.
It was always clear that Arsene Wenger felt that financial sort of pressure, that financial side of things. Are you the same, or are you able to kind of separate the football and the finance?
No, I am, because I want a sustainable club. We all want a club that can be run with their own resources. It's great that we have the support from our owners, and we have had that in the summer when it was much needed, because everything that has happened with COVID and what happened at the club the last 3 years without the Champions League and the hit that took. But our responsibility and everything that we are planning for the future is for this club to go back to being sustainable by its own, and being all the time as strong as possible in every department, and the financial part of it is crucial as well.
Just finally from me, you kind of hinted at it already, but just how important is the European qualification to the amount of money that you're going to be able to spend this summer?
It's another big important factor, because that gives us the opportunity again to keep our club involved in Europe, whether it is Europa League or Champions League. We know the aim is always time to be in Champions League, but at the moment things are looking difficult but possible. And then obviously the financial package that is attached to it for the club at the moment is really, really important.
Thank you.
Thanks, James. We'll move on to Mark Irwin from The Sun.
Hi, Mikel. It was a year ago this week, I think, that you caught the coronavirus, and all the just really, how much has the pandemic and this virus affected your ability to do the job as you would have liked to, bearing in mind that no crowds, travel restrictions, pay cuts and all the rest? How much of it has been a problem for you?
I could never imagine when I got tested and I had the symptoms that, okay, I could be ill, but all the consequences that this virus was going to have in all of us. It's been really challenging, obviously, having the first job to do that, and after being in the job only for 3 months in normal conditions, to start to have a completely different context and framework to work, it's been really challenging, but at the same time, it's made us as a club much stronger. We have created a really strong group, a really strong bond with our players, with our fans, with our staff, and that's going to pay some big tributes, I think, in the future when everything comes to normality and we are able to work the way it's needed to work with some stability. I think this project is going to go bang, and this is where we are. But sometimes it's difficult to see the moment now, but I'm sure where we're going.
Do you think the experience will make you a better manager, bearing in mind 3 months into the job?
Yes, because I think we have lived something, but no young managers like me, even the managers that they've been in the game 30 years, that I talk with them a lot, they say, listen, I never lived this experience. I don't know how to manage that. This is a new situation for me. I never experienced that in my life. It's been really challenging for all of us, and we are trying to navigate through this in the best possible way. Some with many more problems that we already inherited, and some others that they were in a different stage of that project. But I think it has affected all of us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you.
Okay, Matt Dunn from The Express.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
You said just then that we're waiting still for things with the project to go bang, but you were ninth when you lost to Olympiacos last year, one place ahead of where you are at the moment, and you were still in the FA Cup. Do you need to win this tie to show that any sort of progress is being made?
You need to win to convince anybody that you're doing a good job, that the club is taking any direction. If you are not inside every day and you know exactly what is happening at the club, the only way to convince anybody is to win. It doesn't matter how well you play, if you deserve to win every single match. If you don't win it, I'm not going to convince you or any fan or any supporter that we're doing a great job. It's only about winning, and that's the only way to convince people.
Thanks, Matt. And finally, we'll go to Nick Ames from The Guardian.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
We've spoken a lot about Aubameyang this season, mainly because earlier in the season he wasn't scoring. But now he's got 9 goals, I think, in his last 8 starts. Does it feel like we got him back?
Yes, obviously there's much better stats and stats that are related to who he is and what he needs to bring to the team. But still, I think he could score many more, and he can do better in other aspects. And he needs to keep having that mentality, and he has that mentality. And we need players performing at the maximum. And with Oba is in a much better place, obviously the team will be in a much better place, because at the end the things are decided in both boxes, and what he can produce in the opponent's box, he has an incredible impact for our team.
Is there a feeling though that he's coming into form now at the right time, because we're getting into all these important games now, Europa League as well, and he's a big player who always turns up in these moments?
Well, in big moments, obviously, you're going to have the need to have big players performing and making the difference, because at the end is what is going to define where we finish in the season. And it looks like in this moment he's firing, he's happy, physically he's in a good moment, and he's full of confidence. So I think it's a good moment for the team and him.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you.